Today I'm going to show you the fastest and easiest way to host your e-learning portfolio. And why is this important? Well, you have to host it somewhere. But more importantly, potential clients and employers will not tolerate a slow-loading e-learning portfolio. And who can blame them? Speed is the name of the game here.
Ludicrous speed!
So let's jump in. Right now I'm using bunny.net, and all we care about is that bunny.net can host our e-learning portfolio and host it cheap and fast. All right, to get started with bunny.net, we have the Get Started button here in the top right-hand corner. That's pretty self-explanatory, I hope. One thing I haven't pointed out about bunny.net is that it does have a free 14-day trial, so that's awesome. No credit card required, so you can get set up, even tells you here, get set up in 5 minutes. We're going to put that to the test today. And you could start sharing your portfolio for free for 14 days. So let's do this. So when you click the Get Started button, it'll take you to this page right here. It just says try bunny.net for free. Just put in your email address, put in a secure password, agree to the terms and service, and that's pretty much it, and you're going to be up and running. And here's the page it'll take you to. So let's just get this going here, and I'll show you how simple this is. Whoops. Okay, so let's just go to storage. I'm going to have to, now this, to get set up, obviously they're going to make you verify your email address. So I'm just going to do that right now. All right, so I verified my email address. So if I press refresh here, this should be working now. They're done and done. So that took about, I don't know, 3 seconds. And the clock is ticking here. See if I could do this under 5, or do it in the 5 minutes they say. All right, so they want a username for the storage zone. Okay, so for the sake of this video, we're going to call it YouTube Ryan Portfolio. All right, and everything looks fine here. We could just keep this as is. Add the storage zone. All right, so now after I created that storage zone, we're looking now at the file manager. And the file manager, we're just going to create a folder, create a directory here, and we're just going to call this, I could call this anything I want, so I'll just put kick-ass portfolio. That sounds good. Okay, so I got a folder here. That's where I'm going to be uploading my e-learning portfolio. And then the next thing I want to do is upload my e-learning. So far we're moving quite quickly here. We just needed to create a storage zone. I created a directory here in the file manager. Now let's use the FTP and actually get my e-learning up here on bunny.net. So I'm in Storyline now. I'm just going to publish this because that's obviously what we need to do as well. So this is just going to be published to my desktop. Everything looks cool here. Okay, so it just finished publishing. We don't need to worry about anything here. We can just press close. That's cool. Go back here. Now we have my portfolio piece. It's sitting on my desktop. The next thing we want to do here is we just want to take this story.html and rename that. We're just going to rename it to index, so we don't see that story.html file in the URL. So that's cool. There, that's done. Now we're looking at the FTP. Don't let this intimidate you. It's insanely simple. So I'm just going to open up my FTP client, which is FileZilla Pro. And we're just going to take this information here. So host name, it's basically copy and paste here, right? So let's just do this. So host is going to go in the host. Username, which is the YouTube, what did I call it again? I called it the YouTube Ryan Portfolio. I'm going to put that there. Let's just take the port number. Where does the port number go? Port number goes in the port. So, and then we have password. Let's copy that, put the password in, and we should be good to go. So let's connect now to bunny.net. Press OK. That's cool. And we're in. So that was easy peasy. So now we're looking at my desktop. As Let's find that file. All right, so right now I'm looking at these files that are in this folder right here. So I'm looking at this in FileZilla, and all we need to do here is just grab that and, oops, let's put this actually in the Kick-Ass Portfolio folder. Yeah, let's do that. So, like if I have this, this would be the root directory for my portfolio pieces. So if I have multiple portfolio pieces, I could put them under here. So this one's called the Kick-Ass Portfolio. And I'm just going to upload it. I just right-click. Just if you missed that, that was right-click, upload. I selected it all. All right, so we're all done uploading our files with FileZilla. So we're pretty much done with FileZilla. Thank you very much. And now let's go back to our file manager. So if we look into our Kick-Ass Portfolio, we should see our files that I just uploaded. So that looks great. Now the next thing you can do is just right-click, copy URL. Oh, surprise, surprise, we have to add a pull zone. Okay, I kind of knew this was coming, but I just wanted to show you. So now that we basically did 80% of the work already, maybe even 95% of the work.
Ludicrous speed, go!
So to deliver your data, you first need to connect a pull zone. Now a pull zone is basically going to be your URL, your bunny.net URL, right? So let's add our pull zone. Yeah, it says right here, the name and host name of your pull zone where your files will be accessible, right? So we kind of need a bunny.net URL, so that's the URL we're going to start sharing, and obviously it's going to be able to share our directories, our storage directories. Okay, so I just put in my URL here for bunny.net. I called it the best e-learning portfolio ever. It's pretty straightforward. You can put anything you want, but you probably do want to put something that is related to your name or related to your brand in some way. You could use something like this, best e-learning portfolio ever. Obviously, if you're marketing yourself and you want to get the eyes of some potential employers, right? So let's look at this. We want storage zone, that's cool. We got a storage zone already selected, which is our YouTube Ryan portfolio. That looks good. Now here's the part here that you would just want to select. Now this is not really about money, even though it says pricing zones. This is really about how fast you want your, basically it has to do with performance, right? So this is going to cache your files throughout the world in Europe, in North America, South America, Asia, and Oceania, which I'm assuming includes Australia, and the Middle East and Africa. So if you are just looking for a job and your clients are just in North America, you could just deselect these, and there you go. Now we're looking at basically 1 cent a gigabyte. So let's just say my clients or the jobs I'm looking for are going to be in North America. So I'll just have that selected, right? And if I wanted, say if I did have a global portfolio piece that I just wanted everyone to look at, I could select all of these, right? And let everyone experience the e-learning portfolio at like lightning speed. So actually, let's do that. Let's, I'm confident my portfolio piece is so awesome, it's going to go global. So let's just keep it as that. All right, and that's done. We added it says almost done actually. You're almost done. While our servers are updating, we prepare the instructions to help you get bunny.net up and running. We actually don't need any of this. I think I'm going to skip these instructions. And we're actually done. Yeah, this should work. Let's go into here. All right, so we're back into our file manager. Now if I select right-click, boom, it's copied to the clipboard. So now this is the link. I basically just right-clicked. Actually, if I went back here, this will work. We could just right-click here on the Kick-Ass portfolio. The reason I'm able to do that is because I did call this index.html. So let's do that again. Right-click, copy URL. I'm going to open up a new window, and I'm just going to paste that URL. There we go. My portfolio is on the internet. Done and done. Let me just do that again here. So right click, copy, window, paste, and there. Portfolio's up on the internet. Done and done. So this is the URL that you could obviously share in emails. You could share on LinkedIn. Get it in front of as many people as you want. Get it obviously in front of clients. Get in front of potential employers. And get your work out there. All right, before I go, I want to show you my real bunny.net account because at the very beginning of this video, I said fast and cheap. So I want to be fully transparent and show you how much I'm spending to host two pretty large e-learning portfolio pieces. So over here on the right-hand side, we see cost per gigabyte. So I'm spending about just under a penny per gigabyte. And if we check out my billing, in September, it says here I've spent 18 cents. So in September, it's probably going to work out to about 20 cents per month. Over here, I put a balance of $10 on the account, and at 20 cents per month, that $10 is going to last me a pretty long time. And yeah, if you want to use bunny.net, I'll put a link in the description below. If you need to watch this video again just to upload your e-learning to bunny.net, that's what the video is for. Now, if you want to see how fast my portfolio is loading using bunny.net, you can check it out for yourself at brokencoworker.com. I'll put a link in the description as well as I'll pin it in the comments below. Also, hit that subscribe button and like button. It just tells me that people like this content, they want to see more of it. And also, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Cheers. Bye.
What the hell was that? Spaceball 1. They've gone to Plaid.